Alright, welcome to the pregame show. It's me, Vander, alongside with Jake. Today's matchup, we have Matt and Ashton versus Jake and Vander. So, who do you think will have the edge in today's game?
I think it's really going to be Jake and Vander. I think this is probably our most lopsided matchup yet. Jake and Vander have a great advantage coming into this one.
Alright, so who do you think will be the star player of Jake and Vander?
I think they're both bringing skill to this game. I think it's going to be Jake because he's just an elite player, and I think he's going to score 3 goals. I'm calling a hat trick right now.
Alright, so who do you think will be the star player for Ashton or Matt?
I don't think they have one. Really, it's like if you picked up a couple free agents and played them, they're like fourth liners. So we'll see how they can play together.
Alright, how do you think the goaltending will hold up today?
I think it's also going to be a little soft. I think he'll have trouble stopping Jake and Vander. And so we could see a very lopsided score, and I think it might also be entirely on the goaltender.
Alright, back to the booth with Matt and Don.
Thanks again, and for one last time there, Vander. Nice job getting us back down here for one last game of our 2v2 matchups. We got game 3 between Ashton and Matt versus Jake and Vander. The one-sided matchup, I guess, coming from one side. Hi guys, I am your play-by-play Matt Cleveland, as I'm joined alongside for one last time with our colored analyst Dom Heater as we set this one in motion. Are you as confident as they are up in the pregame show that it's going to be a one-sided affair?
Man, I don't know about that. I think Jake was being a little crazy on that one, trying to get one side of the ice a little more pumped than the other. But no, I think this one is going to be a very competitive matchup. We saw last time that we had a really great performance by, I think, everybody in the last game, and I think that's going to transition into this one as well. Jake mentioned the goaltending was going to be almost non-existent, but I don't know, he looks pretty sharp in that last game, so he's going to be a tough one to beat in this one, I would imagine, so it's going to be an interesting one, to say the least.
Well, let's hope we at least have scoring on each side this time. As we saw, Game 1, of course, was a 5-0 shutout. Game 2 was a 2-0 shutout. So as we head into this one, are we going to have a more set-by-set game? When I say that, I say, is the goaltender going to be more stronger on one side than the other? Do you see an advantage for either team against this goaltender? What is the strength of each team, and how are they going to get this one going?
Man, I think first of all, it's all going to start with a guy who has been playing exceptionally well, and that is Ashton Van Coutren. This guy is coming off 4 goals in 2 games, including a hat trick in the first game. He's going to be the guy that you need to watch on one side, while on the other, Vander and Jake are also both very talented and have been playing pretty well. So I think the strategy in this one, and the thing that's going to make the biggest difference, is how they play defensively. Who's going to make that one play defensively that is going to spark some momentum, or which team is going to get the big save they need to swing the momentum? That's going to be something to look out for in this one.
100%. And as we've looked in previous matchups, this has been our show-stopping showcase. So we wanted to send it in as Game 3 because we knew it would be a good matchup. We're set and ready to go. We're going to head down to the ice. Here we go. One last draw. It is Jake versus Ashton in the dot. They're going to carry it out. One by Ashton. Throws to the right side and through the net. And a save right away by Dom from a wrist shot by Ashton. We're set for the final game of our 2v2 games. You ready for this action?
Yeah, 5 seconds in, and the goalie already has to make a save. And
another
one.
save, as you see there. Tried to pick it off and get it back was Matt. Matt already as the home team with 2 shots already on net before things have really gotten down. Good pick there, Matt. He throws the cross crease and a save by the goalie. The goalie's already made 3 saves on the home team, and we're still knotted at 0 after a crazy turn of events there. And it looks, and it's picked off in front of the net. Jake with the backhand and scores. A bad pass there by Matt. Picked off and on the backhand. Jake finishes with the smooth one.
Man, you talk about the opportunities, the home team getting the first 3 shots. You see here, the goalie makes a play to Matt. Matt tries to clear. Jake gets down, gets the pick, and makes them pay on the turnover. What a beautiful move. The goalie goes for the poke and just didn't get enough of it. And so it looks like the away team will take a 1-0 lead so far.
Crazy turn of events there after all the pressure by the home team. The road team scores on their first shot of the game. As we look on. Thrown over to Vander by Jake and a little miscommunication. It's thrown to the wayside by the truck there. And we carry it on. Behind the net. Vander tries to throw it across to Jake. Another bit of miscommunication. It's picked off by Ashton. Ashton bring it on the back end to Matt. Matt gets picked off again. This one's thrown to Vander to the goal! Another interception off of another bad pass by Matt on the corner there. And it's picked off. And again, Mr. Opportunity himself, Jake, picks it off, throws it cross crease to his buddy there in Vander. 2-0 roadside.
And that was a beautiful pass. He goes in between the legs here. You'll see he skates up the right side. Matt tries to get his stick and recover. And Jake goes in between the legs, and Vander just has to tip it in. The goalie had no chance there, and Ashton wasn't even able to get back yet.
We'll see if for the first time in this tournament the other team can respond. So far it's been who's ever scored in any of the games, the other team has just kind of let it go. And it's been one-sided in the scoring. Let's see if that'll be different in Game 3 here as Vander. My bad there. Ashton tries to dig through Jake, and he can't do it either way, as this one's grabbed down there by Vander as he brings it up in the offensive offside zone and tries to bring it up the left side. Good play there by Ashton, and that one's out of play.
Like you said, partner, the first game was a shutout for one side. The second game, a shutout for one side. We would like to see a response here by the other team, and hopefully that can happen.
A lot of fighting puck battles there as we look across on the right side of the net. Carried around by Ashton. Ashton on the backhand. He shoots it. Throw it up in the midair and scores! Deflected through the rafters. That one was set up and pretty much set up prayer, and God sent it back down. And Matt with the finish. It's 2-1 off the crazy, and finally the other team answers. After the 2-0 start.
We'll get a replay here. Ashton throws it up. No one knows where that except for Matt on the way down. And the other team can't even believe it. The goaltender can't believe it. This is probably the best goal that Winnemac Attack Hockey has ever seen.
That was incredible. The Raptors gets the major secondary assist on that one as they throw it back down. And the prayer is sent back down as said. Thrown back down, and a good baseball play there by Matt and the goalie. I mean, what are you going to do there in net after something like that? As finally, we got some life from the other side of the other teams, and it's a one-goal game here. Right alongside Vander trying to steal that momentum right back as he throws on it. And another save. The road team, just like that, right back on the prowl, and they get 2 shots, but 2 good saves by the goalie.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out there to Matt as well for not getting a high stick on that goal. Very easily could have hit it up higher and the goal would never have counted, but he is patient and it pays off.
Well, only just under 5 minutes into the game, and there's another shot and another goal! Ashton by himself speeding by using that speed to get around the defense. First shot, great save by the goalie, but a second shot, Ashton finishes his own rebound. We are tied at 2.
Yeah, you'll see there the goalie makes the save with his left pad, gives up a rebound, and Ashton was just waiting for it at that point. You'll see here just a little bit, not a lot, and Ashton is just in the right place and is waiting to bury it, and does.
There's really nothing you can do there in net as you got a 2-on-0 breaking your way, and he doesn't even pass it. Just lets it go for the break, and he made the first save. Second one goes in. It's 2-0. It's a brand new game. As bringing it up the right side is Jake on the backhand. Good save on the butterfly by Dom. Carried and corralled out on the right side by Ashton. Ashton taking his time in the offensive zone. Sweeps around. Throws it to the left of Matt. Matt looking across to Ashton. And another save. Picked up there on Ashton's shot is picked up again and scores! A lot of miscommunication there by the defense, not knowing where to pass it and just kind of lobs it out. Gets picked off again off the cross crease pass. And a goal by Ashton in front of the net. The goalie looking where the puck's at, picked up by Matt, deflected to Ashton, and in the net.
Man, that puts 5 goals in the first 5 minutes of this contest. Nothing like we saw in the last game where it was 2-0. But you'll see here, Ashton goes back far side when the goalie is sliding over, and that is a tough one to save. And you could tell how much momentum he had because he had to roll to even stop himself.
Incredible turn of events here. It seemed like once the first couple goals were scored in the first 2 games, momentum just went their way and the game was over. And this one, it's been teeter and tottering as it's 3-2 for the home side as they have the lead. But who knows with how this game's been going. At any point, anything can happen. We'll see. With about just over 8.5 minutes left here. Bringing it up the left side is Ashton. He'll rush through. It's picked off by Jake. Jake carries it back out slowly, methodically around the right side. Tries to feed it over to Vander, and it's a good play there by Ashton to pick that off. Picked off by Vander. He throws it on net not once but twice. Second one blocked by his teammate. This one's picked off by Ashton's crazy turn of events. Is all kinds of wild passes going all over the place, and it's out of play.
And Jake ran into his own goaltender on Ashton's rush. Very fortunate the puck did not end up in the back of the net because it would have counted.
It was crazy as Jake, trying to fight with Ashton to get that puck back after it was picked off by Ashton, goes out of play once more. We look around. 7:35 left. The puck looks like it's behind the net with Vander. Vander ends up getting it on, and it's picked off there. Scrum forward on the left side by Jake. Jake carries it around. Wins the play. Looking to go by himself. Tries to deep through and a save by Dom. And
Hold on, partner.
Looks like a score here by Jake.
I think there's going to be a challenge here, and it looks like there will be. It looked like Vander was well offside. In street hockey, in this game, the rule is the offside line is where the faceoff would take place, which is right there where Jake was. And you can see clearly Vander is way offside, and a crucial goal to be taken away, but one that should have been. So,
and yes, you're 100% right on that one, partner, as the call on the play is no goal for offside. It's still a 3-2 game. Huge momentum shift as the home team gets a fortunate break there. They're up 3-2 as it's thrown on by Jake in frustration. He wants to bring the tide back. He throws it behind the net. It's grabbed by Ashton. Ashton trying to make a play. Picked off by Vander. Vander shoots and scores!
talk about a response. You have a goal taken away from you just moments before, and you come back and you strike again. Talk about resilience.
That was a crazy turn of events there as we look at the replay. Great job by Vander, the wherewithal to see that play developing and saying, hey, I'm just going to hop in front of this pass here. He snags it, goalie doesn't see it coming, and by the time Vander gets it off his stick, it's in the back of the net, and we have a tie game for the second time in this one.
Yeah, if you look at the replay, Ashton's trying to clear it. Jake is able to fight with him and give Vander an opportunity to make a play, and he definitely did.
100% is now the home team needs to respond. It's a tie game. All the momentum on the road side is that one shot over the net by Matt. Good play there by Ashton to try to set him up, just not a good finish. As we carry it around, left side on the backhand is Ashton. He tries to lob it on net. That one's deflected in front of the net. Picked up again by Ashton. Gets his own shot pretty much. Is great defense there by Jake on the top circle as he's keeping him out of the zone. Spinning around in circles all over the place. Good play there by Matt to keep it in. He's got to break up the Ashton. Ashton shoots. He grabs it back. It looks like it was the same. No, it was in the net. What happened there, partner?
Oh, man, I honestly don't know. It looks like the goalie made a routine save. We'll get a look here. Ashton shoots, goes off the post. The puck is missing, and then it ends up in the back of the net. It looks like that Vander was trying to tell the goaltender where it was. Let's take another look here. Ashton will shoot. Goes off the left post and into the pad of the goaltender, and
Kinda
Vander's
looks
trying
like, yeah.
to get it, and the goalie stands up and it flips into the net. What an unfortunate
Horrible
break.
break. Everything's going the way of the home team. First, the offside call to take away the goal that would have gave them at this point the lead for the road side, and now the goalie with a little miscommunication with his pads there, and it's in the back of the net is now the home team. We'll take the 4-3 lead. It's a great save by Dom on the wrist shot by Jake. Jake is obviously frustrated at this point. You can see it. A lot of shots on net as of late, and Dom has been a stonewall when he knows where his pads are at. And he makes a play there. Carried up on the slap shot. Another slap shot, and that one's shot. Picked off there by Ashton. Jake throwing shots on us like it's nothing now. Good play there by Jake to cut off Ashton on the left side. It's thrown in front of the net, but nobody's home, and it'll be picked off by Jake. Jake will bring it up the right side. He'll kind of carry it in slowly. Looks to try to feed no one. He grabs it, and another save by Dom. That one's thrown in front of the net. Good play there by Matt to corral it. and throw it to his buddy there, Ashton.
So that's the second time that someone has ran into their own goaltender. So
And hold on, partners, that one's thrown on, another save by Dom there. And Ashton doing a 360 right, and he'll shoot again. It's another save. That one's thrown up into the rafters. Got to watch out for those rafters. They could be another partner there for each team. And as we look on, battle ensues between Vander and Ashton is thrown out of play. This one carried on by Vander. Vander will shoot. That one's thrown to the rafters. Again, a thrown over the net. Almost another crazy goal from the rafters. As a almost gets it through. It's picked off, and Ashton grabs it. He tries to go through and can't do it. And Jake will corral it. Brings up the offside line. Tries to feed it to his partner. He's going to try to do it by himself with the backhand. Great play there by Ashton near the boards to pick him off. Now he's trying to shield off Jake. He can't do it as Jake picks it off. Throws to his partner Vander. Vander not really paying much attention to the pass, and he loses sight of it.
Vander was just trying to get on sides there, and the puck found him. He's like, oh, I can't touch it yet. So good job by him to let it get back on
wherewithal
side.
play, but at the same point, it kind of hurts their team, but there's really nothing he can do about it. As it's thrown out of net, another great defensive play. Ashton has been everywhere defensively as of late. And another thrown in front of the save. This time, didn't really get close to Vander, but still, nonetheless, was on the net. And a good play there by the defense as they carry it back in. Ashton taking his time in the defensive zone.
Got to protect the lead here.
You gotta look. He's setting it up. It's tried to look for Matt, but it's picked off by Vander. Good play there by Vander. Is thrown out of play. Little miscommunication there. Almost led to something, but couldn't get it through. As Ashton will bring it up. Pretty much it's a 2-on-0. And a great save there. Another great save there by Dom. Back to back. Good job there by Vander carrying it back and stopping it from being a 2-on-0 and making more of a 2-on-1. But where was the defense on that one?
I don't know. You're only down a goal. There's a minute left. You cannot afford to give up a 2-on-0, especially with a guy who has been as on fire as Ashton. He already has 3 goals in this one. You should not let him have the goalie all to himself.
Well, you can say something, and that's the goalie doesn't want this one to end. He wants this one to be a close game. As another great play there. Matt tries to get it to Ashton. A good play there by Vander getting in the way and forces the bad pass, and it gets out of play. It's picked off again by Matt. He throws it on. Another save by Dom. Dom all over the place right now as Matt tries another cross-crease pass and can't get it done. As we wind down the clock. 25 seconds left. That one's wristed on from way out of play by Jake. He tries to throw it on and can't do it. It looks like a little bit of funny business there as Jake's wanting a penalty. Doesn't look like he'll get one. There's 15 seconds left. It's hit out of play. It's deflected by Matt. Picked up by Ashton. There's 9 seconds left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that will end it in the closest game of the entire tournament. Comes down to a 4-3 win off of a crazy turn of events each side. And the home team, Matt Nash, will take game 3.
And now, it is time for our 3 stars of the game. Your third star, with 2 goals, number 39, Vander Lindvall. And your second star of the game, with 1 goal and 2 assists, number 17, Matt Cleveland. And your first star of the game with a hat trick and an assist, number 18, Ashton Van Coutren.